Type 5 is acutely aware of the amount of emotional and mental resources required in any situation. 5s are contained, emotionally detached types who conserve time and energy by leading with an analytical, logical style. They provide thoughtful and comprehensive analysis, are calm in a crisis, and respect others' boundaries and independence. However, their anxiety about overextending their personal resources may cause them to retract, even though the situation requires them to stay present.
I find that on a level which I have to describe as instinctive, I function most comfortably in an advising or counseling role. There's a real sort of satisfaction and pleasure I get from problem solving in a detached, analytical way. And the interaction with others in business oftentimes requires more public expression, more outer-directed energy, dealing with larger groups, making organizations change their activities in response to your input. And as an Enneagram 5, the quality of more self-contained, rational, mental energy is very difficult to take out and make a lot of noise and create movement among a large group of people. Whereas functioning more in an individual problem-solving mode or advising a board of directors or a senior executive team or dealing with some issue or project or problem, no matter what magnitude, it's quite instinctive to function more in a behind-the-scenes manner. I remember a time where we were considering as a company getting into the sales channel of selling to the government, and there's a heavy legal, compliance government contract element of opening up that business, and so it fell to me to be a driver of a project, and I was very uncomfortable in a program leadership driving mode. Much more natural to sit back and sort of understand something, but not externally project any insights that I had, so that other people would be able to take action as part of a team. So one aspect of being a 5 is expression of feelings can be a challenge, expression of negative emotion, which, although you wouldn't think of this as particularly an emotional experience, it's supposed to be objective, but there is emotional content when there's frustration or disappointment. So this whole issue of revealing feelings or emotions has been, for me, the big vulnerability area. And to some extent in business you can skate by that. However, not really. It's very, very, very important to be whole and complete, to function effectively, when things are ultimately demanding. So I think I listen very well. I think that I have a sort of a quiet, dispassionate, detached demeanor, and that it's very easy for people to talk to me, and that I pay close attention, and the reverse in terms of my expression. I'm learning that I'm not very very apt to reveal a full range of emotion or ideas. There may be a mask with very little affect, so that what people will hear from me will be a stream of words which will be logical and hopefully well-formed and hopefully clear. But if people are looking for meaning in terms of body language or style or warmth or whatnot, that would be something that maybe pre-Enneagram I was particularly stunted at, and have been trying to expand ever since. So as a leader who is a 5, it may be that there's an ineffectual quality to leadership which doesn't project out and reach people in a way that is inspirational or compelling. So a 5 leader may have to overcome personal barriers to just making themselves felt by others, potentially large groups, large organizations, and overcoming an aversion to retreating into their safe space of mental detachment.
The major leadership development challenge for 5s is to balance analysis and action, facts and feeling, dispassion and engagement.